Hi everyone, it's me again, Diane Gilman, formerly known as the Queen of Jeans, but I've got a new idea. I usually take one day a weekend and just try to turn my brain off. I'm going to emphasize try. And I decided to make it a self-care spa Sunday if I wasn't going out to brunch and try a new product. There are so many skincare products on the market, and South Korea is the global star of skincare, and they are flooding us with one promise after the next. Well, I'm very big on promises made, promises kept. So Self-Care Sunday every week is going to be about trying a new product. Could be from America, could be from Bulgaria, could be from South Korea. And for us ladies who are over 50, 55, what it does for us. So, with that thought in mind, I want to say I grew up in Southern California, and we had a big lawn. We had like a big hill that led up to our front door. It was all planted with grass, and it was full of garden snails. And I spent many an afternoon watching those snails lay down snail slime and make their way under a bush or wherever they were going. Did I ever think I would be putting it on my face? No. But South Korea, legendary story. They eat snails, so do French. And by the way, I really do like French snails in garlic butter. Just saying. Maybe not after this experience, however. So, South Korea. It is a giant black snail, 10 times bigger than a garden snail. And as it moves, it lays down, they call it mucin, emulsion, I call it slime. That slime is picked up by workers. Now, I think that they are harvesting these snails as a form of food, sold in markets and restaurants. And they noticed that the workers that were farming the snails and handling them, the skin on their hands was 10 times softer than it had ever been. And they thought, aha, we've got something going on here. So they took that emulsion, put it into a sort of creamy serum, not as creamy as a cream, but not necessarily as soupy as a serum. And they call it black snail emulsion. Now, I'm going to be completely transparent. I was not totally drawn to using it, but I know other people that do. And I am very attracted to simple 1, 2, 3, 4 ingredient products that supposedly have a hero ingredient that really delivers. So I'm thinking, okay, the emulsion, gonna be great. I wanna show you. Look at the amount of ingredients. That is over half the size of this particular product. Beware, people, when you have a promise made to you. And I liked it because it was kind of farm grown, and you knew what the snails were eating, and it was sort of folklore, which always makes me think small batch, very personalized. When you see this many ingredients and the main ingredient is water, and the amount of chemicals in it, I can't even pronounce half of them. None of them are explained. You don't have such a homegrown product anymore. So, here's my disastrous experience with nail slime. I am willing to go from a Sunday to a Saturday and use nothing but that product on designated area and see what it does for me. I know the products I get that I love instantly, and I'm willing to give it a try. And it's kind of fun. It's experimenting. So, oh, by the way, packaging, premium, really expensive, good-looking, high-end, high-grade packaging. I'm going to use the back of my hand. First of all, it said rapid absorption. It took like 4 hours for it to sink in to my skin. I'm going to tell you, I used it for 3 days, morning, night. At the end of the 3rd day, that evening, I had to run out of bed, take wet towels, and get it all off of me. I felt like my skin was being torn apart. It was just, this stuff for me was almost drying. I felt like I had the driest, oldest, tightest skin ever. And believe me, the nights in New York City have been so humid. And then I saw that I had broken out. It was an allergic reaction, and the very interesting thing is, I always do research. Where did the concept come from? Who else is carrying it? The woman whose article I was reading about Snail Mucin, she said in the middle of the article, I have to be perfectly honest and transparent, I broke out in hives every place I put this. So obviously there is something in here that for some people like her and me is very irritating. But I did an outline of what it promised and what I got out of it. Because honestly, you're going to wind up spending a fortune on skincare products. They all make the same promises. So, is it premium? Well, to tell you the truth, I don't totally know what a premium snail is, but supposedly their main diet is algae. Softness, glowing wrinkle improvement, no. Giving me the benefits of feeling as if I bathed my skin in water and really moisturize it, absolutely no. The opposite. Taking care of wrinkles, that would take way too long for me. I wouldn't be able to tolerate it on my skin. I do want to say too, if you ever want to try a product, but you don't want to expose your skin to it till you've tested it, do it on the back of your hands. This is the same skin, basically, that's on your face. There's no oil glands on the back of your hands. But you'll see if you're sensitive, and you'll see if it absorbs. And it was wild to me that this took so long to absorb. It just sat on the surface forever. The other thing too is, if the main selling point is that the workers that were babysitting these giant snails had softer hands, what does softness mean? I mean, I don't ever touch my face and say, oh, I wish it was softer. No, I say, I wish I didn't have age spots. I wish it glowed more. I wish I felt more moisturized. I wish my flesh was tauter or plumper. Oh, that was the other thing too. It promised elasticity and firmness. I have to give this one, on a scale of 1 to 10, about a 2, maybe a 3. I don't know. But I do know one thing. I am such a sucker for TikTok late at night when I'm scrolling and it's like, oh, I've got to buy this cream. This is so, wow, it's going to do this and this and this. And then you wind up going, huh? I mean, I'm telling you that my cabinets in my bathroom are like the streets of broken dreams for skincare products. I have got so many 3/4 filled skincare products where I've tested them and they were not there. But I will tell you, I'm also an extremely loyal customer and user for what does work. And we'll get into plenty of those too, where I believe they are actually very universal products. So, first Self-Care Sunday, loser, no more snails. And honestly, I probably will never eat a snail again. I love them, but I don't know, the imagery, I don't think I can get past it. Okay, Self-Care Sundays, the beginning.